Thank you very much, Pierre. Every time somebody says I need no introduction, it reminds me of, I think, the most embarrassing moment of my life. I was to speak in Chicago to the American Association, no, I was to speak in Minnesota to the American Association of Medical Technologists. And I had to go from Ottawa to Toronto to Chicago to Minnesota, and I was late. So I arrived at the banquet hall, and by the time I arrived there, the night was pretty well over. There was one straggler in the room, and I went immediately to him, and I was feeling very badly about this. And I said to him, well, what happened anyway? And he said, well, about 9:30, the master of ceremonies stood up and said, our guest speaker tonight is Dr. Keon from Ottawa, Canada, who needs no introduction because the bugger didn't show up. So, I don't know whether I thank you, Pierre, for reminding me of that or not. But anyway, I must tell you how pleased I am to be here today on behalf of the Champlain Lynn to celebrate the 4 new surgical suites here at the Pembroke Regional Hospital, and to mix again with some old friends, and fundamentally to be back home for a little while. I wish I was going back across the river tonight, but I have to go back to Ottawa, but I'll get back up here, I hope, on Saturday for another day or so. So I can tell you, as a surgeon, I can say with confidence that this is an impressive facility. I've heard all about it. I've seen the pictures. I'm going to tour it after. I've heard about the new equipment. And this will be of enormous benefit to the patients of the area, with particularly the advancements in minimally invasive surgery and video capabilities. It will also attract physicians because they're going to have a nice place to work. It will attract nurses and attract other healthcare professionals who will be proud of their institution. Of course, the whole community will be enormously proud of this institution. The Champlain Lynn strongly believes that individuals in the Champlain region should have the same high-quality health care no matter where they live. So, in fact, the Lynn supported the hospital's business case for new surgical suites, which was submitted to the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care in 2009, and that I had nothing to do with that, but I'm glad to come here today and take some of the credit. The participating partners should be commended for their hard work in developing this wonderful place for surgical patients, and I know something about the background here. And it's an extremely interesting story how this was put together. So the partners secured accessible space by welcoming innovative approaches. The Pembroke Regional Hospital, the Ottawa Valley Healthcare, the West Champlain Healthy Community Corporation, and the Ottawa Hospital each played a role in getting this thing up and running. So by creating a new Center for Surgical Excellence in Renfrew County, rural residents can receive care closer to home, and when they come here and look at this beautiful new facility, they will know that they are receiving state-of-the-art care. And why shouldn't they? They're state-of-the-art people. So I wish you all the very, very best, and I will tell you one more little anecdote. In the early 60s, I hadn't fully decided what my medical career would be, so I decided to do family practice for the summer here in Pembroke and across the river in Chapel. And I will never forget, I delivered a 12-pound baby in the Pembroke General Hospital. Dr. McKercher, God bless him, and the nurses, God bless them, were enormously supportive because I was sweating bullets. And I left that evening totally convinced I was going to be a heart surgeon.